明かりの海に光る声が聞こえる I feel it calling my name My wish, my heart, my flame
Right now I'm going to
電車とホームの間に足元にご注意ください。The local train bound for Yoyogi Uehara is
Shimokitazawa. Fuck it. This isn't my first time in Tokyo, and I decided to skip all the obvious touristic spots and go straight to where my soul wanted to be. This neighborhood is basically Tokyo's home of subcultures and vintage stores, and I had a list of places I definitely wanted to check out, but honestly, the plan was the same as always: show up and wander around, sticking my nose absolutely everywhere, whether I'm supposed to or not. And if you're new here, I'm Uliana. And that's it. I'm just Uliana. And this is my Tokyo story. So welcome. This jewelry shop wasn't on my list, but it definitely is now. It's not vintage, but they create pieces from young designers, and they told me that the whole concept is that you pick a piece and then they polish it right there in front of you to match the finish you want. I went with the shiny finish to match my other rings, and they literally did it on the spot. Guys, just look at this. Okay, right next door was a vintage store with an insanely good selection. And I mean, when I saw this bag, actually not this one, this one. But the problem was that the price tag had different prices, and the difference was kind of huge, so...
Oh my god, it's just so good.
I decided to ask the real price. And at this point, I had no idea. He was calling his friend who owns another vintage store nearby, and the friend showed up a few minutes later, turned out to be ridiculously handsome, and we immediately bonded over the fact that our rings matched, and yeah.
I bought it because the sailor was too handsome.
Well, man, do you have money? Wait a second. Oh, I have your wallet. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, that's 2 meals. Let's go. Well, at least that's how I imagined their conversation. Really? Russian? And where am I headed? To Flamingo. According to Vogue, it's one of Tokyo's best vintage stores, and honestly, it is really good. I tried on a bunch of things, but somehow nothing like really clicked, because I personally felt like this store was missing one very important feature, exactly some like very specific handsome salesman.
I love these drinks and I'm so in love with this district. If I will ever live in Tokyo, I will live here. I will live here. What's your name? Soto. Wow. Nice to meet you.
I was looking for food, only to discover that apparently nobody eats lunch at 4 in the afternoon. And now I'm heading to Shibuya to visit a few more vintage stores from Vogue's guide. And I had a feeling they'd be much more expensive and mostly filled with like Chanel and Hermes bags. So I wasn't like planning to buy anything, I just wanted to look.
So right now I'm in Shibuya in the district of vintage shops.
And yeah, well, I was right, because when they asked us to put on gloves so we wouldn't touch the bags with our little hands. But no, really, all the stuff was absolutely like sweet and nice, but yeah, it's still expensive.
What's your name? What's your name?
By the time it got dark, I was about to head home, but right next to the metro station I noticed this tiny street packed with like small bars that could probably fit 5 or 6 people each. And this exactly the kind of places locals stop by after work. And I absolutely love the atmosphere, but I spent ages walking up and down that street to try to go inside anywhere because every bar looked like it was full of groups of friends and I would be the complete stranger. Then suddenly, a Japanese guy spotted me from inside one of the bars, waved me over and gave me his seat, and that's how I ended up here.
I don't want to see it. Why? It's it's the concert.
Come on, I've seen it in the Air Jordan store. Yeah.
But that's the best part about, like, I guess, traveling, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's
So this Japanese man turned out to be a philosopher professor, and we were talking about my favorite Japanese books like Mishima, Osamu, Akutagawa, and eventually some Russian literature too. And later an American guy with, I think, Brazilian roots walked in, and he was a lawyer. And next to us was a couple from Australia, and we instantly found something to talk about because they had an amazing vintage camera. And if there is one thing I will never shut up about, it's cameras.
Halfway through the evening, I finally understood why everyone in these bars looked like old friends. Because by then, I felt like I'd known these people for years myself.
And I'm sure, I know that sounds bold, I'll remember that night for the rest of my life.
like all these looks like everyone looks like a bureaucracy.
Fun.
I never thought about it.
I like all the architecture there.
The next day I went to Ginza, and I had a very special event planned for today. But first, I ran straight into a massive queue. In case you didn't know, here is a rule in Japan: if you see a line, you join it, because it was only after getting that line that I found out people say this is the best matcha in Tokyo, cloud matcha. But then it started raining and there weren't enough umbrellas to go around, so I ended up sharing one with an American guy I met in the queue, and he was great. I'm not sure about the matcha, by the way.
お願いします。プレミアムオーツです。プレミアム1お願いします。ありがとうございます。Let me check your order. One matcha milk.
Wow. It was good, but not definitely the best. But now about my special plans. It's super rainy in Tokyo today, but by now I'm going to Kabuki Theatre. It's a very famous Japanese theater, which is kind of a little bit specific, but it has a history, and it was my dream for a long time. I was just lucky to buy the last tickets for the last show in this season, and I'm so happy about that. So, let's go. When I finally got to my seat, there was a Canadian sitting next to me. So I'm filming videos.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But if you want, you can appear in my vlog.
Sure. Hello.
We just met. Kabuki is such a unique form of theater that if you've never seen it before, it can be pretty hard to follow without any preparation. But I'd already been familiar with it for a while, and foreigner visitors even get a little screen with translations, so following the story wasn't a problem at all. In reality?
Yes, I have.
you see my happy face, that means I found Bar Lupin. Historically, it's a hugely important place where many famous Japanese writers used to gather decades ago, and these days it's also legendary among fans of anime Bungo Stray Dogs, which, as you may have guessed, includes me.
This is Dazaya-sama, by the way, in this bar. After my first margarita, I discovered that the two girls sitting next to me were Korean fans of the exact same anime. Well... I just met so many fans of my favorite anime, that's crazy. I mean, my experience is still fresh and cocktails were really good, but the atmosphere and people were so amazing. On the third day, I didn't really have any plans, and I woke up with an overwhelming craving for Japanese omelet, so I opened maps and headed to a place labeled the best omelet in the city. And of course, there was a queue waiting for me, that means that's a really good place. But I wasn't in a hurry anyway, so it was my first time trying Japanese omelet, so I just chose the most popular option, the simple one with the rice, and that's it. Honestly, here my usual principle of just wandering around without a plan finally failed me, because the neighborhood around felt incredibly touristy. Souvenir shops everywhere, crowds of people, stuff trying to lure you inside every store. I didn't like it at all. It felt like the wrong version of Tokyo, and a little disappointed by the walk, I decided to head home. And I had no idea what was about to happen on the way. But by now you probably already know that I'm the queen of side quests, right? You hear that, drums? Me too, and as I got completely lost trying to find the right metro exit, I stopped to listen. And he just invited me downstairs. And who am I to say no? Wow! He said he's a music teacher and he can teach me.
What's your name, by the way?
What?
What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Everybody call Master.
Master. Okay.
Name is very unique.
And I said yes.
You sit down. Yes, yeah. Put on 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Say your mouth 1, 2, 3, 4. So next step is 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep this 1, 2, 3, 4 and only 3. Same time. 2, 3, yeah. You practice. It's easy. You play.
3, 4.
Middle. Yeah. And
6.
so 5. Next 5.
5.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm so fucking happy.
I was walking and I just couldn't believe what had just happened. And also I fell in love with these drums, so I'm thinking I'll definitely have to keep learning them. Last night I stumbled across the National Film Archive of Japan and checked their program. And it turns out right now they're screening restored black and white films that are almost impossible to see anywhere else. Obviously, I'm going. But first I'm stopping by the famous fish market because it closes ridiculously early, around like 2 p.m. And I like fish. First sushi set.
This is how we actually eat it right here. Wow.
I also want that. Around 1 o'clock, the market slowly starts shutting down, and before leaving, I grabbed a craft beer, and the shop owner helped me to choose one, and it turned out to be delicious.
Oh wow, thank you.
Now it's time for the movies.
So, what are we watching today? My Japanese isn't exactly amazing, but from what I understood, one incredibly determined Japanese film preservationist spent years restoring long-lost post-war films, and this screening was their first public showing in decades. So today I'm watching the film by Akio Komura, and it doesn't really have an official English title, but the direct translation is The Kiss of Three, and the second is Dialogue of the White Shadow by Minao Kitamura.
居心地悪さを十分承知の上でやってきたはずじゃないか。でも結局はその居心地悪さの中に居心地よく収まってしまったってわけだ。
It's so strange to realize that the only people alive who have seen these films were probably sitting in the same room as me, because these films being considered lost for years. After the screening, I wandered through the museum's exhibition of the history of Japanese cinema. It starts with some of Japan's earliest attempts of filmmaking, from primitive action movies to hand-drawn storyboards and early animation techniques. If you're into film history, this is an incredible place. Day 5 Shinjuku.
Is it a tradition? So okay.
One thing that's always fascinated me is how sake is served in Japan, because they intentionally pour so much that it overflows into a little wooden box or a saucer underneath. Turns out that's actually a tradition meant to symbolize generosity and hospitality. guy just came to me and asked me where's the ladies street, and I was like, oh, I'm so naive. I feel like so stupid right now because I was like, what do you mean? And I was like I mean prostitute. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm not aware. And why the hell do you ask me? I mean, I don't look like a prostitute. And I was like, oh, you're just beautiful. I thought you know where it is. And I'm like, no. Unpopular opinion, during the day it's better.
I mean, it's super cloudy. Welcome to day 6.
I just finished reading this book. It's Dazai-sama No Longer Human, and if you haven't read it yet, I really recommend it. So in short, it is a dark, depressed, introspective story about the difficulty of connecting with the society and the others. And yes, this book usually considered to be kind of semi-autobiographical because Dazai-sama based many parts of the main character's life on his own experience, and it's really interesting to read knowing the biography of the author. And I also have 2 more books in my reading list for Japan. It's one more book of Dazai-sama, it's Setting Sun, and the philosopher from the bar said it. This is his favorite book of Dazai-sama, so I definitely need to read it. And another one is the book of my favorite author, Yukio Mishima. My favorite book of him is The Confession of a Mask, or A Mask Confession. So yeah, I obviously need to read it.
My final 7th day started with a surprise. The main street in Ginza had been completely closed to traffic, so for once you could actually stroll right down the middle of the street. I did it many times. Many times. That's crazy.
but I was heading somewhere very different. Some friends I'd met at a conference in Korea invited me to a very specific exhibition. It's Japanese erotic art. And we had an amazing guide explaining everything. And it's interesting that back then these works weren't considered shameful at all. Quite the opposite, they were collected as fine art and were given as gifts for special occasions. And the artworks have their own symbolic language. For example, if you look closely at the flowers in here, you will notice that the center and petals are hiding some very recognizable imagery. The exhibition itself was held inside a host club, which made the whole experience even funnier, especially since it was my first time ever stepping into one. Well, I enjoyed it. Absolutely. And to finish off the trip, I finally stopped for the famous meat sandwiches I'd been dreaming about, and they have some crazy working hours, but they were super tasty, amazing, wonderful. I highly recommend them. It's hard not to eat it right there and then because it's super tasty. And tomorrow I'm heading to Yokohama and then Osaka, and why you'll find out in my next vlog. Thanks!